Some of the expressions we use, they're pretty crazy, Christina. Like if something actually hit you like a ton of bricks, you'd be crushed.
Yeah, and if something cost you an arm and a leg, you'd bleed out right there in the store.
Well, most people accept that these sayings are ridiculous. But our Jimmy Rhodes is not like most people and takes everything literally.
So he's putting some common sayings to a real-life test, and that's our featured story at the top of the list.
Braggadocio is part of the language, from schoolyard boasts to old school LL Cool J. We're putting 3 classic brags to the test. First, professional stylist Angela Waters tries on, I could do that blindfolded.
Ange, how long you been cutting heads?
Let's just say over 20 years.
How long you been cutting my hair?
Over 5 years.
And what'd you say last time you cut my hair?
I could probably do this blindfolded.
Here's your blindfold.
Never say that to Jimmy.
The test is legit.
Can you see anything?
No.
And the stakes are real.
Ooh, going around the ear.
The Van Gogh jokes write themselves.
There were awkward moments.
I feel like I'm playing pin the tail on the donkey.
Thanks, Ange.
But she started gaining confidence. Cutting hair, no problemo. Swapping tools, hilarious.
You're the expert. Take off the blindfold, tell me what you think.
Wow, no holes.
So what's the verdict?
I can do it blindfolded.
I always believed in you, Ange.
So we're 1 for 1. The next boastful phrase, I could do that with one hand tied behind my back.
This is the first recipe I ever made in an Instant Pot. It was so easy, I've been doing it again and again. In fact, it's so easy, I could do it with one hand tied behind my back. Here we go.
Just getting to the ingredients was rough, and I kind of put my mouth all over everything.
I feel like my dog.
Then there's the cutting.
It's going so well, I'm crying.
And with one hand, every lid's childproof.
Oh no. It's still tied behind my back. This is not cheating.
Measuring is harder.
Oh no. That's sticky.
But in the end,
not bad. So you can do it one-handed, but here's the problem. Everything's a mess. It took twice as long. Why would you take something easy and make it hard?
Finally, you've all heard this one. I could do that in my sleep. And here's a common phenomenon. You're driving along, snap to, and you're 10 miles up the road and don't remember driving there. Dr. Ron Chervin, who runs the University of Michigan Sleep Disorder Centers, explains.
We call it automatic behavior, and I'd call it an attention problem that does startle people.
So that driving phenomenon is all about attention. You're not really sleeping, but
parasomnias are these states where you actually can be acting out in a complex way during sleep.
And sleepwalking's not the only example.
They'll typically have their eyes open, and they've been known to do complex things like eating during their sleep, and they don't remember it. And drive, which is obviously dangerous.
So yeah, technically you can drive in your sleep, but don't. In fact, while all of these are possible, none of them is advisable. Turning braggy phrases is at the top of the list.